Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Why do what I do for you? I'm hearing all this nonsense going on, but I don't like to do it. I'm not a reporter. I'm not throwing shade, but I'm address this situation and put in a lesson. Okay, so let's go. Wrightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receiving, man, I sure appreciate it. That's a good thing because what's going on right here now, we sure need some right thinking. Yeah, right on time. Okay, let's do this. Right thinking's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Yeah, I'm grinding at the bit right now. Can't wait to get this lesson. Right thinkers, way of life. Again, way of life. How? Through mental and spiritual discipline. When daily will help what? And guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. That's my mission. And that you as right thinkers is your goal to obtain that concept for yourself. That's my mission that I'm on for you to know thyself. That's my mission, your goal. Let's go. Question. Do you know you? It's rhetorical. And if you don't have an answer for yourself, stay tuned. I'll help you out with that. That's also what I do for you. Let's go. Knowing thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, you don't know himself. Foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You teach them. They're willing to be taught. Why? They know what they don't know, so they're willing to learn. If you're the teacher, you teach them. I appreciate you. That's what I do. What I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes or think they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self, not a bunch of noise. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them and not religious. Why? All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. I sure don't want to be in my man's shoes. There's two guys I don't want to be right now. I ain't throwing shade, but man, y'all think can get a little, but business at hand. Let's go. Right thinkers. Let's talk about why right thinking. Philosophy. I put a dash what works, but let's just, I'm explaining to you why right thinking philosophy works over religion. Okay? See where I'm going with this? I'm gonna stop right there. Let's go. Right thinking philosophy, I keep trying to explain to you from the time I started this, is a way of life. I live this. It ain't some, no, it's a way of life. And you adopt it by what? Practicing it daily. So, yeah, it's more like a religion that way, but not in the fake ways of no. I'm giving you stuff that you can use. It's the way of life and pretty much with the yoga philosophy, and it has all spiritual truths. Every concept I follow and practice, I practice the truth of that philosophy, nothing else. I went to Egypt 30 years ago in search of truth. I found it. I ain't left Egypt. I'm still in Egypt. I consider myself to be an ancient commission. Okay, we get, sometimes we get semantical, but as a teacher, I want you to understand and know yourself. All the semantics, we caught up in that. Why? Don't change nothing but the word. But if you do what you're supposed to do, semantics don't count. So that's my point. Right thinking philosophy, again, is a self improving philosophy that's been proven to work for thousands of years. It's my yacht philosophy. I just call it right thinking because I'm the one doing it. But it's a philosophical concept that's been using for thousands of years. They use it in uh, the Buddhists, India, and Egypt. I got all their concepts, the Vedas, the Hindus. I know all of the concepts. And again, I teach what I know from my experiences and my studies. So let's go. Again, you have to live a philosophy to make it work. Talking about it don't mean nothing. We everybody got a bunch of words. Can you manifest them words to reality in the work? That's what right thinking is. Let's go. I know that for a fact. I know that right thinking philosophy that works. Why? If you master my philosophical concept for yourself, you will have mastered yourself, and that's the goal. All right thinkers, to know thyself, that's self-mastery, meaning you know who you are from stem to stern. I know I'm not going to hang out with the people I used to hang out with back in my day when I was doing what I used to do. I can't claim to be the right thinker, man, and go to a spot where everybody's smoking, drinking, and wilding out. I'm sitting up in there. I'm the right thinker, man. What the hell you doing up in there? Perfect example. You got a minister in the house of ill repute. For young people who don't win, that's a whorehouse. Okay, mostly now they got they call them now strip clubs, but a place for women sell their body. Okay, if you know that when you go in there, what you going in there for? I don't do the go-go thing. I don't do the strip, so I don't drink. So I have no use in a bar. If you see me in a bar, call me TD. That wasn't cool. Sorry about that. I'm having fun at someone's suspense. That's not good. So let me slow down. Right thinking philosophy does what? Give you self knowledge. You can get biblical knowledge, you can get scholarly knowledge, but self knowledge trumps all of that. So if you got all that and our self knowledge, I'm gonna smack you around. Let my man Gino tell you, I beat you with your own book. So yeah, I do the same thing with self knowledge. If you ain't got that, I'm gonna have my way with you. So, but again, I educate. I don't debate, so you're okay. But that you can what? I give you self knowledge that you can what? Use by doing what? And when you do what? You better yourself. It's a life changer. Why? I started. I'm starting with me. Okay. I'm not only the teacher, I'm the student. I learned this for myself. Now I'm giving it back. Why? Because I did it. So I can tell you. That's all. Right thinkers, watch this, will not do the wrong thing. Why? The whole goal of being the right thing is to do the right thing, but we won't do the wrong thing where? Watch this. In private. Most of us think because we're behind closed doors, nobody will know. You're killing me right now. So, integrity, you see this eye? It's watching me all the time. Not just when I'm on here, no, all the time. So integrity meaning you keep a track of yourself when nobody's watching. That's what it's all about. And you do the right thing when nobody's watching. Okay. Most of us get sneaky and deceitful when nobody's watching. The eye always sees. So hold yourself accountable. That's all you gotta do. I'm at the gym. Some days I said, man, I want to cut down. No. Once I said, what do you mean? No. So hold yourself accountable. Remember, balance. But one want, the other one don't. You got to weigh them out. See who's the better choice. What's the better way to go? When you're not making decisions for yourself or from your higher self, you're just going to randomly do stuff. And, well, I didn't know. No excuse for doing wrong. Moving on. Oh, you know wrong from right, so you know you're doing wrong. Come on now, don't play that. Kids, yeah. Grown people, I'm not buying it. Well, I didn't know. Mm. To right thinkers, and listen to this. This is what I'm trying to say to you. To right thinkers, doing the right thing is the only thing, aka that's right living. Doing the right thing is what you do as a right thinker. You can't do the wrong thing, claim to be a right thinker. And I'm living proof of that because I was gonna do something that went against all my moral principles, ethical codes. I was thinking, why? Because I was emotional. My ego was involved. The ego ain't no joke. But every now and then, your higher self will show you why. Don't listen to that guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. But if you don't exercise that right, you're going to follow the ego. And guess what? You're going to pay the price. Simple. So, right thinking is doing the right thing. Right thinkers are God's servants. We serve our higher self. See, being a God's servant, they walk around, oh, praise the Lord, running around hooting and hollering. No. A God servant is being God conscious, is doing what you know to be right in his sight. Simple as that. I hold myself accountable because I know he's watching all the time. And if I do the right thing, he sees that, and guess what? I get blessed for that. Just like you get punished for doing the wrong thing. Trying to drive that point home to you. do the right thing, and you got to worry about it. Why? It takes care of itself. You do the wrong thing, you got to worry about the backlash, the consequences. You know how that go. Side chick have a man. You can't rest. Been there, done that too. Keep the phone all the time. You don't want you go to the shower, leave that phone ring. You come out the shower, run around, try to break your neck to get to the phone because you got something to hide. You think the people don't know you get the phone and take it with you that you ain't trying to hide something? Really? I'm sorry, but get back. I'm trying to show you sneaky people. Sneaky people. I'm seeing. Here we go. Now, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Again, I'm observing these religious leaders talk all that good talk in the daytime, but they become perverts at night. Freaks come out at night. What? We know that, but don't claim to be a God-fearing man and a freak. No, it don't work that way. We're seeing a lot of that now. Why? Hello, we're in the age of Aquarius. We just left the mysterious age, so everybody has secrets from the Pisces area. Aquarius and no, we open all that, we pouring all your stuff out. Everybody gonna see the darkness be turned into light, so everybody gonna see what you really do. Mm-mm. That's why transparency is what right thinking philosophy teaches you. Why? You know, worry about the lights. Come on, I keep my lights on. I'm doing nothing in the dark. But think, go. I rock the I. Why? It's the I God, aka Haru. That means I know myself. It's a quintessential fact that I'm enlightened. I'm an enlightened being. Okay? So when you wear the I, you telling anybody who and I walk around all the time with a big eye on my chest. Nobody said nothing yet. Some people question, oh, I know what that is. Yeah, yeah. But it means that I know myself. I ain't got to say a word. It speaks for itself. So if I act out of sorts now, wait a minute, you got the eye on, but you wild out. Something's wrong here, okay? Because you pulpit guys. If you ain't the same out that pulpit, you're going to have a problem. Why? Because somebody's going to notice it. I tell you all the time, the guy that I follow biblically and religiously, he's a good dude. Outside the pulpit, he's a good man, God-fearing man. I respect that. I can't respect you telling me a bunch of good stuff on Sunday and during the week, and you doing stuff that you just, nah. I know about them. They come a dime a dozen anyway. Y'all already know about that, but y'all, he's the big. Again, I ain't throwing shade, but y'all just caught up in this nonsense. Okay. Okay. Right thinkers know that if you're a God servant, you do what? You do what's right in God's sight. Simple as that. God watching you all the time. So when you acting, your actions will show your deeds. You judge them by what? The fruits they labor. That means what you do show who you really are. Understand that. So all you God perpetrators, that's he ain't worried about that. You trying to fool people. He see it already. So I ain't big on that. But I think my job to call you out. Simple. I can't teach. Understand this. Right thinking, philosophy, and not live it for real. It won't work. The authenticity loses. You got nothing now. You just got a guy talking and saying nothing. It don't work. But if I manifest, and if I hold fast, and I do the things I need to do, I got followers following my concept, doing what they need to do. So yeah, it's rolling. It's going. Why? My numbers go up every day. Why? I do this every day. It's previous. Let's move on. But yeah, why right thinking philosophy? Watch this. Because it's a way of life. You can live it and you can prove for yourself and manifest for yourself the things that I'm giving to you. It becomes yours. You can teach it and do what you want with it. Call it what you want. I teach right think philosophy right here on my YouTube channel for a reason. Every day to what? Help others. And if I'm here, somebody tuning in, I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. If I come here and that number says zero, okay, keep on going about my business and do something else with my life. But as long as I got viewers, I'm gonna be teaching right thinking philosophy to those who come and tune in. So understand that. Let's go. Right thinking is again a way of life, not a religion. I'm not religious. I fellowship with religious people because that's what they do. And I got a problem with that, but I keep telling you, I'm spiritual. We live right. Religious people, most of them profess to live right. I know some good ones, so I can't say all of them. I keep trying to show you. I don't have a problem with good people, righteous people. I got a problem with the fake people claim to be righteous. No, don't claim to be if you ain't. That's what I'm saying. So let's move on. Now, as personally, as the master, and leader and creator of right thinking philosophy. Again, it's Shitat Netta, uh, semi-Tawi, my philosophy. I just put my twist to it. Now it's right thinking, but it's those things. That's the root of where I get it from. I don't make it up. I want you to understand that. Philosophical and experience in life, that's mine. That's what the right part about right thinking is. Me giving you my personal experience, understanding. That's the wisdom that I share. Let's go. I have to live right when all the time. No days off. No. Well, I mean, nope, 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 nope. And I got people who keep me. You can't do that. You're the right thinking man. If you're a right thinker, follow. Right thinking philosophy follower. You know living right is what? Controlling what? Your ego. Ego driven. Once you have control of that ego, a lot of us really ain't got a clue about that, but that's the one ingredient as a right thinker that you have to get it right. If you don't get that ego under control, you're never going to reach self mastery. It's a hindrance. Trust me. Okay. Right thinkers know one thing. The ego self is who? The devil. In today's, y'all call it the devil. But it's the opposition to God. Again, you have a choice. You can't have God without the devil. Come on now. Okay, but down here, y'all more in love with the devil than you is with God. Why? Because God ain't visible. A lot of times, if you ain't doing the right thing, you ain't getting blessed. So you don't know God. I have a clue about God. Okay. But when you ass out and ain't got nothing, first one you're gonna call it who? God or Jesus, whatever how you want to do it, but y'all call him God. So I ain't got the problem. I'm not semantic again, but God, I'm calling that higher power. And he's only here until you recognize him here. He's here, but you ain't knowing him here. So he's there without being there. Why? Because you ain't thinking about it. You ain't conscious of it. Why you think I said becoming God conscious is becoming knowledge of self? You and God become one. I keep driving that point home because if you just got God here, yeah, you didn't do that. He started with that. You gave that was a gimme. This is the work. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, slow that boy back up. Yeah, I guess when it comes to God, because it's between the ears. I just gave the definition. Okay, he's a being that we create in our minds, and we manifest it by doing in the five senses of the body. So we ain't doing that, but living right, practicing righteous living will be rewarded by him, not man. If you live into peace, man, you're going to do a whole bunch of stuff that you may regret. And I'm an into pleasing man. So let's go. I used to be a drug dealer, pimp, when I was ego tripping. Didn't God wasn't in that plan. That was all ego. Okay. And what's this? I hung out and I dealt with bad people. Why? Birds of a feather, birds of a feather flock together. So don't tell me you with these guys, but you ain't with them. You ain't. I don't do that. So again, pigeons. If you group, you a pigeon. Predator birds, falcons, and hawks, singular. I'm a one man gang. I don't need to allow nobody to do what I do for you. So that's the difference. When you have control, knowledge of self, you can do what you need to do for yourself. When you got to depend on somebody else, if you, brother, you can't cook, you need a woman, you got a problem. I cook, clean, take care of myself. Why? I was raised by my mom. She taught me those things. He taught me the other things. Thank you for that, dude. I appreciate it. Why? It came in handy. I couldn't do what I'm doing now without what I got from him. So gotta give him his props. Even though it wasn't good, but it was good in the long run. Let's go. Where we at? Yeah, I used to be about. Watch this. Now, I like this part. As a God servant, good man, I can't and I won't hang out with those kind of people. Why? I ain't got nothing in common with them. I don't want to see the bobo. I don't remember. No, no, no. Yeah, I'm over there. I'm over here. Why? I made that decision. I called my pastor 10 years ago after I had my conversation with God. The first thing I want to do is line myself up with somebody righteous. I'll call my pastor. It's been over 10 years now. So that's the difference. I ain't going back to the block. So that's the difference. Sometimes you can go back. If it's bad, why would you want to go back? If you ain't going to fix it up, let my man Epps did. He took his neighborhood and dressed it up. I love that concept. Where we at now? Let me wrap this up. I'm just talking too much. All right, let's get this thing done. Right thinkers learn and live spiritual truths of our ancient ancestors for a reason. I keep telling you, I got a lesson. We don't want his story. I'm getting stuff that we live by. That's what gave us God consciousness, not the Bible. So moving on. We get to God way before the Bible come along. That's my point. No knock on the Bible, but we got books. I tell you, I got other stuff. Knowledge. Let's go. I have a different lifestyle now. Why? I live a spiritually disciplined. What you mean? I answer to my higher self all the time. Decision making, actions, is always going to be ran through my higher self. Why? I don't want to say, well, Lord, no. We never separate. I don't deviate. I don't separate myself from God. So I don't make no self move. Everything is between us. That's what I mean by being spiritually disciplined. Simple. That holds me accountable not to do the nonsense that the ego may want. That's all it is, the feeling and desires. We don't have them. You got to stave off the bad, the negative thoughts. That's all you got to do. When you get better at it, they'll stop coming. That's the devil. Excuse me. Yes, I can go back to my old hood, but not to hang out. I'll be just passing through. When I ride by my block, I get cheery eyed. It ain't what it used to be. Yeah, things change. But wow, ain't nothing there. It's a vacant lot. So only thing I got is the memories. That's okay. I can live with that. All right, watch this though. Now, if you living right, you won't hang out with certain people who ain't living right. Again, I go to church to hang out with Christian minded people, God fearing good people. I love that. Why? They're good people. Now, I, right thinkers will change their lives around how? Because they want to. You don't become a right thinker because somebody, nope, it got to be a choice. In that way, what happens? Then you will start practicing right thinking philosophy in your daily life, and you'll better and improve yourself with the things that you're doing for yourself. I just give you the means. You got to take care of the situation for yourself. Put the work in. Right thinking philosophy, I guarantee will what? Change your life for what? The better. Trust me. Why? But it's all up to you to do what you need to do, which is only the right thing. When you get understanding of what the right thing for you is, that's all you got to do. You master that. You get good at it. And you'll be continually blessed for doing just that. Trust me. All right. Here you go. Even when I say that, I sound a little preachy, but no, that's just a fact. Okay, it ain't preaching, it ain't religion. That's a natural order of things. You reap what you sow. You put good out, you got to get good in return. He takes care of that. That's why I tell you that. Right there. Let's wrap it up. Right thing of philosophy does what? Holds you, the individual, accountable to do what? The right thing. When? All the time. And not your thing. The ego is your thing. You serving the ego, you're going to do what you want to do. You serve your higher self, you're going to do what's right. It ain't that hard. Some people it is, but you get used to it like anything else. I don't like prison. After a while, okay, it kind of grows on you. You get over it. Okay, it's called acquiescence to the situation. Doing whatever you got to do to get through. That's it. Moving on. I don't tell you what to do per se. No, I teach you what you have to do for you. That's the name of the game. A teacher gives instruction and gives you information that you can use, comprehend, understand, and then put it to use. So now you know what to do for yourself. You don't need me. Okay, right thinking philosophy again is a way of life. Okay, where you control you by what? Thinking and living right when daily. It becomes a way of life. Again, that's what you do on a day-to-day basis. It's a way of life. And if you're egoistic, a lot of us are, don't even know it, but I'm trying to wake them up to that self. That's the whole point. If you're egoistic, you will do you, no matter how perverted it may be. But because you satisfying you. And these is all physical stuff. Man, if you living for physical pleasures, don't waste your time with me. I'm neck up. So you can keep all this nonsense. That's what you want, go for it. Okay, but watch this. If you doing that perfect act, that's not what right thinker. If you wanna, you're in the right thinker. You're a pleasure seeker. Think it's two different people. Right thinkers, listen. are God conscious. We ain't religious. We're God conscious, spiritual beings having human experience, so we know God for ourselves. They know God in what in them, and He know that they see. He sees everything they do, so you do the right thing. Why? Because He knows what and how you do it. He's always there. Last one. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope the lesson. Hope you get the lesson and it worked for you. That's the point. Watch this now. Right thing philosophy. The first thing, the first rule of right thinking philosophy is what? You got to control your ego. Why not? If you don't, you will never master oneself. You will never become a master right thinker if you don't control your ego. Work on that. That's how you work on yourself. You better yourself. Hope you know yourself. That's my mission. Hope you get your goal. I'm out.